Achoo! Oh, that was chilly. Chilly and chilling. I got all over my camera too. When I asked myself that question, I couldn't come up with a good answer. I really couldn't come up with any answer. If you do this, what's going to happen? Well, I could lose my job. Well, have you ever been without a job before? Yeah. And here you are. Well, okay, yeah. I could lose some money. Have you ever been broke? Oh, plenty of times. Well, here you are. I could not be liked. Oh, well, boo-hoo. And that's one I really thumped myself in the head about. Because no disrespect to the outside world, but if you gauge your self-worth and allow your actions to be dictated by how you're perceived by the outside world, then you don't have a whole lot of substance. I didn't say you don't have any substance. I'm just saying you don't have a whole lot of it. Who cares what the world thinks? Might does not make right. Majority doesn't necessarily win. Why do you think they say when lemmings go off a cliff, they say the word lemmings? They don't say a couple of lemmings or a lemming went off the cliff. It's always a whole bunch of lemmings. The majority of the clan, horde, whatever you call them, what's the last thing a lemming sees? The butt of the lemming in front of him. That's what it is. And this is not to say that great things can't be accomplished in numbers. With coordinated, concerted effort. I think that's why every time there's been the beginning of a groundswell movement in positivism, in, we'll say the metaphysical, we'll say New Age, we'll say spirituality, what have you. Most of the stuff a lot of people consider as crazy or alternative or just out there. And I apologize for my palm going across your view, but I'm trying to keep your field of vision clear here. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff. I don't discount that for a moment. Yeah, there's some nutty theories out there. But you can't disprove them just as much as you can actually prove them. Is there a car coming? Nope. My gut said go, but my ear said wait. Now listen to my ears. By other people. Some of those paths lead to disaster. Some paths yet to be walked may lead to success and peace and goodwill and prosperity. Just like we don't know everything, we still haven't walked every possible path. People become despondent or negative or dismissive of the human condition, saying, well, we're just meant to suffer forever. Maybe the path that takes us to that awareness just hasn't been walked yet. And I find the doom and gloomers and the naysayers and all of that to be just as counterproductive and detrimental as the people who perpetuate the failings of the past. Let's keep on doing this thing even though we don't know why we do it. It's just been done for so long. It doesn't get us anywhere. But where we are while we do it is comfortable, it's predictable, it's familiar. So let's just stay here and keep on doing this. Sure, some people suffer. Sure, there's unhappiness. Sure, there's all these other maladies that result from this. But me and my family are okay, and that's what counts. And I'm sorry, but to that I have to say, ah! No! It is not about you and your family. I wish people would get off of this, this genetic pedestal they put themselves on, thinking that they need to spread their DNA across the face of the earth like they have all the answers. And if I can only become immortalized because my offspring is, or they're carrying on the family name, what have you. I mean, I just find that to be so. If you disagree with me, that's fine. But if you just think about it, I understand the need to do that on a base level. You know, I guess in some respects, we don't want to feel that our time here was wasted or frittered away or pointless. So when you draw your last breath and close your eyes, you do so with the, I'll call it, with the insecure belief that you've left a bit of yourself behind to carry on. Now, there's no guarantee that your DNA is going to carry on in a righteous, moral, admirable way that's going to benefit mankind in any particular way. It could, but there's no guarantee of that. So you also have to consider the possibility that walking across the face of the earth, you've left behind another Jeffrey Dahmer or Adolf Hitler, Pol Pot, Kim Jong-il. And don't think that it can't happen. I mean, you can't be that self-centered and self-aggrandized and in denial. And I'm riding slow because I don't want to hit that tree that was on the trail yesterday. So here we are in the fog, folks. Fog, fog, fog. I like it. I wish it was thicker. At least as long as I can just see the lines on the road and not hit that tree, I'd be happy. But there's no guarantee that, you just haven't let loose upon the planet one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. That's my kid you're talking about. Yeah, okay. All right, that's your kid, yeah. All of the evil people that have ever lived were also kids at one time. So I don't cling so much to that my progeny is my legacy kind of thing. Progeny can go bad. Progeny is not guaranteed a long, healthy life. Progeny is subject to the same influences and circumstances that afflict everybody else on this planet, and there's no guarantee as to how they'll react. They can turn out good, they can turn out bad. The only thing they can endure are ideas. You can probably father a dozen children. You can give birth to a dozen children. And that is a lot of work. I'm not saying you shouldn't love your kids and the work's not worth it, I'm just saying. But for the amount of effort you put into those children, say you have 12, you don't have a guarantee that any of them will carry on in any fashion as they were raised to do. Oh, they moved the tree. Woohoo! Look at this. There's that tree from yesterday. Yahoo! Again I say, Yahoo! Ha ha! Well, I'm still not going to ride fast because you never know what could have fallen today, so. But if you spread good ideas, if you communicate, if you believe in your ideas, if you're passionate about your ideas, and if those ideas are also reinforced by the way you act upon those ideas in your own life, then that can affect more thoughts than you could ever hope to manage in an entire lifetime as a father or a mother with your children. biological predisposition to favor our family. They say blood is thicker than water. And I think that's an evolutionary trait. And I think it helped get us to where we are now. Oh, is that a raccoon? Possum. Hi, possum. But I don't think it is necessarily a precursor for a peaceful, loving, thriving humanity. Our genetics get us here. Our families raise us and nurture us. Oh, look at the deer across the trail. Oh, man. Oh, you probably couldn't see him from the camera. But at some point, you say adieu to the family and you move on. Taking what you found to be useful, discarding the things that were not useful. You have no obligation to live as your family says. But to keep on regurgitating that old hackneyed modicum, I was raised this way, my daddy told me, and it's like, let it go. You're not a record player. You're not a computer. Reformat. Upgrade your operating system. Something, but think. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna go. Even though my tail light's not on, I'm gonna turn it on. Turn it on now. I just want to get across the road. We're stopping for a moment. There we go. Light. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're in a bad lane. get over. Oh, what a wet road, man. Whoa. I don't know, the bread company looks pretty inviting. We'll check out Starbucks. See how crowded they are. Oh, it doesn't look too bad, actually. Doesn't look too bad at all. Oh, plenty of seats. Plenty. Alright, so I'm going to make one more run around the parking lot here before I go in. Two things, okay? You're not all that. Don't worry about your legacy. Your kids could be murderers. Just let it go. Think about the big picture. Be a good person. Don't be an ass. Second thing. Actually, three things. Everything you've been taught to know is wrong. Think for yourself. Find your own truth. Third thing. When I just got off the bike to turn on my my rear tail light, my brand new high-powered tail light did come on. So I'm not gonna stress. I'm just gonna go to Starbucks, have a couple coffees, and yeah, think about writing something. So yeah. Hi. Yeah, there's a table in there. The only thing I can think of is that it got wet, but it's a waterproof light. So what would that have to do with it? If my light got wet, well, I'm just going to unplug it. I'll let it sit out here and dry for a while. I'll take it inside, let it dry out. How's that? My phone messed up too. No, not at all. 15.73 miles. We've done very well. We've done very well. See? 15.73 miles.
Time auto resume. Time pause.
Okay, let's go get some coffee. Camera off.